I start here, and the bottom of snowman is something like that, just to have an idea where should we place the size of snowman. And then from left and right, we can add something like this to have an idea. It doesn't need to be really accurate, just for an idea, we will do that. And then I start to separate the head from the body. It's a little bit bigger, the body is bigger than the head part, so I can divide it like that. This is for the body part, and this is for the head, and it's for hat. So the face a little like circle, but it's under the hat, it's oval shape. So I can do it like this. Then the ribbon and all the details will come on top later. Just the whole shape of snowman would be enough. The circle shape. Even I can add a tone as a part of the hat, which here you can separate it. And from here start adding this part. I see a lots of details it has, but I'm going to add just the whole shape and then simple for ourselves, and then we can add more details on top and make it more accurate. I can leave it like that, finish the background and add more details like the gloves on his hand, and then the shawl and this present on his hand later. But if you would like to have more idea to what it's the finishing part, we imagine this is the shawl and it's a start here. The other side, it comes down a little bit, get bigger. And this circle is a glove, and this is another one, a little bit top. The blue is still a little bit dark. I want to make it lighter, so I mix with the white color to reach a little lighter tone. And then I start, because here it's most of the part is green, but I bring a little dark blue on this part as well. It's okay to work as a layers more and more, because it's not easy to get rid of white off the canvas. So if you add more layers, would be helpful. With a pure blue color, please cover around the snowman, the part that we need to add the green one. And then on the other side, which is on the left side, it's a little bit lighter value, the one that I mix with white. We will add it, and when two color, light and dark, be wet, very gently they can mix with each other and there is no edges create. So our acrylic shows that it's look like oil and there is no line in between, because acrylic dries so fast. A little bit texture be visible. It's a snow part, so we can mix a little darker blue in it. At the same time, with heavy paint, take pure white color and let the texture be visible. Take heavy paint like that. Leave it on top of your surface or canvas. I bring more here. A little bit more bluey I would like to bring here. Here a little darker, so I can add a little this creamy color or yellow ochre color that I add as a drawing. Just a bit, bring here inside the snow. Even the brown color if you have. It's already mixed with a little white, that would be okay. But anytime you would like to make a texture, please not add a pressure in your hand. Less pressure and try to help the colors, a bunch of colors sit on top of each other. There is some option to make your green lighter. So we know in general, white can make our colors light and black can make our colors dark. But it depends. If you add just white in your green, you will reach the cool green color. It's light, but it's cool. But if you mix with a little yellow, it can be cool, warm, and the light value. So I start with this black. I just would like to show the branch. One is here. Sorry, it's brown, not black. One is here. The others start here. They're all covered by the green, but as a randomly bring some brown here, that would be visible a little bit in between. It's a little longer this way. If it's thick, would be okay. We will cover it by more brown. And then the other one start from here and move down. Even you can make the thick after that. I start with the pure ochre green to add randomly some brush stroke. I don't think about the specific brush stroke as a line. We will do those by the lighter tone. Just bring the green. Make sure not to touch the part that it's a drawing of a snowman hat. Just adding some brush stroke. But the brush stroke, it's better to be from top toward the bottom. And it's better to be in an angle, not straight. If you use heavy paint, after it gets dry, all this brush stroke be visible. And then you can come some part on top of the brown color as well. You can cover some part of that. Randomly, you can use this two color. One is a lighter one is a warmer. So it can be heavy paint too, just some stroke on top of the dark one. It's not happen everywhere because most of the part is dark, but randomly some stroke with this green is interesting to have. And I love, as I mentioned, heavy paint. If you like, you can use heavy paint. And when it's wet, how you can keep heavy paint on top is very less pressure in your hand and let it very gently, the colors sit on top of each other. Just touch it so smooth and soft. I use pure white, and in between, because it's heavy paint, I can use pure blue and pure yellow ochre at the end. So with smaller brush would be easier to do. Please take heavy white color, cover the head part, the face actually. Hat is a little grayish bluish, so it's a tiny bit, but because of that I don't premix. For that I add a tiny bit blue here in my white and a tiny bit black to make this grayish color, and I do this by brush, and I reach this value which is darker, and I add one stroke under the hat. Like that. Please have a napkin beside yourself, and I don't want to have this line. I add the white color, try to disappear. These edges. And then add a pure white color here. I know that he had a gift on his hand, it's okay. I add a white, pure white color here. But I'm not touching the gloves and the shawl and these details that I had before. Okay, and then we need this grayish color mixed with the blue to bring here one stroke to mix with the white. Even clean it again back to the white. You can fix it anytime. It's more gray. I'm not happy with it. I feel more blue I need to have. I just bring the pure blue because it's wet and very gently they can mix together. Even clean the brush anytime I can back to the white and bring it into my blue and make it lighter and looser. But the left side is darker, so I'm going to add this yellow ochre that I have a little more. Even the gray color here, I just bring some dark tone here and add this stroke to be visible. Even the brown color that I have one stroke, the blue color one stroke, and a bunch of different tone I will bring it here. Even a little more gray I would like to have, make it darker, because the bottom part of the snowman it's really dark, so it's not black, it's dark gray. As a line, bring it a little dark. Even if you're not happy with that darkness, would be okay. We will bring my snow on top and make it lighter. You have all this paint in your palette, so randomly bring some brown, gray, blue at the bottom of snowman. And anytime you see, oh, it's so dark, back to the white and cover it. By small brush stroke would be interesting that we see in the model as well, like tiny brush stroke. I add a bunch of dark color here, which is more, should be on the left side. The other part of the hat is with the black color. I just separate because here is on shadow really dark. So as a line, bring the dark color like a black on top. After that, we don't need to confuse ourselves because it's more red color we can add to cover it, and then randomly bring some gray color somewhere on top. And there is a lots of snow will cover it. So with some visible brush stroke, cover with the red color. Even try to disappear between the red and this black one. So touch the black with the red to help it fade together. And clean the brush. Take your gray color, randomly add on top of the hat. I'm going to add just a brush stroke here randomly. And there, a little bit here. And then leave it like this. And then draw the line here from this side, bring it down. The bottom part, it can be here, and it's in an angle. It's not straight. With this angle. A little bit, bring it toward down. This is one side. And the other edges is exactly touch the tip of gloves. So this is one side. And we can easily cover it by the tone. I will add the ribbon on top later. And separate from the other side. And then move on with the same red color. Now I would like to add this angle for the other side. And add a tone under the glove. Then it's not really much, but I can see here on top. To cover it. One curve shape here. Another curve here. It can be come on top of his face as well. Then the third curve on this part. The fourth one is on the left side. And a little bit of space in between, so it's in an angle. And just so loose, try to add this white color. Sit somewhere. And you see it's randomly sit somewhere. It's not covered the heavy white color here or there. Because of that, I take my brush like that. And think to add a little bit here, a little bit here. Even I can move the way that I take my brush and add some stroke. A little here on the top part to cover it, and more on hat. When you use heavy paint, it's already there is some